Welcome back, YouTube viewers and subscribers. Today I'm going to go ahead and put the router motors in the actual router lifts. And if I have enough time in a day, I'm going to go ahead and put the doors on the cabinets, on those base cabinets, because I don't want to just come out here and see that I have the dust collection boxes under there and the actual duct and everything for the dust collection. Nothing really impressive to look at. So I'm going to put some doors on there. I know this is an incredibly long playlist, but just like this guy right here says, trust the process, and we'll get to those other projects in due time, all right? So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. The channel appreciates it. I appreciate you for doing so. Let's go. All right, these little fellas right here are the router safety switches. You notice how I was cutting on and off the router when I was cutting out the shapes in that top counterpiece. I had to use the actual button on there. Well, this is set up so you have the actual power button here. I am pointing to it, yeah. The actual power button, so when you press it, you know, the switch is out of your way. You ain't gotta lift up the router to turn it on and then place it back down in there while it's spinning. That's just hella dangerous, you know what I mean? So you push this button down here at your waist level, and when you're done, because the router is spinning, you don't want it to have any piece of wood that could catch. And if you take your hand off of it, it can catch it, fling all off to the side, fling back, hit you in the belly, hit you in the groin, whatever. It's not a good thing. And that happens. So you just use either your knee, your thigh, your hip, you thrust forward and hit this stop switch right here, while you can keep both your hands on that piece of wood until that router bit stops. When it stops, then you can remove your hand, remove the piece, and do what have you. That's what these are for. I just wish they hadn't put this long of a line on it. It didn't need to be this long. I mean, where did they think I was gonna put the safety switch? In my bedroom? Pretty much got that door on there, and I got the safety switch on there. I forgot that I was gonna have to rewire this, set me back on time. So I might end up editing this reel, because it took me a while to get everything disconnected, punched out, take it out, reroute it, a whole bunch of stuff. So I'll probably just do a quick edit on this one, but either way, just so I didn't have these ugly wires on the outside of the cabinet, I figured I would do a more finished look by going ahead and utilizing the holes that are already back here on it. Those are simply made like a regular electric box, where you can punch them through, disconnect the wires, run the wires that way. That way, instead of seeing the wires on the outside, you see them, or you don't see them at all until you open the door. And that's when you have to clean up the wires, zip tie it, and hang it. And make sure you got enough slack in the line, so when you bring the router lift out on top of the table to switch the speed or clean out anything that might be jammed up in there, that you leave enough that you can actually pull it out. Otherwise, it's just gonna stop, and you're gonna be sitting there like, damn it, I gotta unhook all this stuff. So remember that. Remember to leave some slack. So when you bring it up, put it on the table, it's enough there so you do whatever it is you need to do. Put it back down, secure it, boom, you're all good. But like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and start this one here. And yeah, I had those two ugly pieces of wood on the back side of that door, but like I said, it'll be ugly on the inside, but you won't see it. like, share, subscribe, and comment on the videos. Let me know what you think about them. And right now I'm standing in front of my garage door because I got a few things strewn about and my tool chest is not in the place it should be. So until I can get all of that stuff put back in place, I'll have this background, which should only be this time around. You know what I mean? The next video I ought to have everything back where I need it to be. Anyway, like I say, I'm always rambling. I know y'all tired of that, but I hope you ain't tired of me. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. All right then, peace.